Okay, I think we're ready. I'm Bruce Campbell. We're in the garden of the Cuppa studio. We were going to be recording this session from the studio tonight, but we had a few technical glitches, so we've decided to move the performance down into the rehearsal room. Cuppa studio is surrounded by a really lovely food garden and ornamental garden. I'll just let you have a look as we pan around. It's a bit of a comfort really to have chooks and fruit and vegetables in the garden during this time when there's panic buying going on at the supermarkets. There's also, of course, a lot of people losing their jobs and income through the impacts of the COVID-19 coronavirus, including myself to a small extent. For example, me and the band, we're going to be playing at the Bendigo Easter Festival in a week or two, doing a couple of spots on the main stage there. That, of course, has been cancelled along with every other festival and major public event in the country. Still, if you've got chooks, you've got fruit and veg in the garden, and you've got a partner who loves you, well, you've probably pretty much got all you need. And money can't buy you love, can it? So let's wander over here, pick up the guitar, and we'll sing a song. So we'll do a song about money and love, shall we? I don't have a penny, but I've got a mighty big heart. It's not for anyone, it takes a bit to make it start. But when it fires up, it's gonna shake your world apart. I ain't got a cracker, but I got a full sea of love. I'm no smacker, so I'm a pretty lean machine. I only like a little loving, if you know what I mean. Show you I'm the sensitive kind. Soon you'll be wishing I'll get on, stop wasting time. Honey, I'm not fishing when I say that you'll be mine. On to the hugging, now the temperature starts to rise. Hearts chug-chugging, two steam trains side by side. Bet it's bugging you stalled all that while. We're betting and it's like the world's on fire. Where we're heading is heaven and I ain't no liar. Don't need no wedding to make us queen and sire. I ain't got a dollar but I got a wealth of love. When I hear you holler, it's like I'm in heaven above. I'm no high roller, I've got a whole lot of luck. No high roller, but with you I found a whole lot of luck. And you made me muck it up. Big heart. It's not for anyone, takes a bit to make it start. When it fires up, it's gonna shake your world apart. When it fires up, it's gonna shake your world apart. When it fires up, it's gonna shake your world apart. Lots of love. I'll take that. Oh, where am I? Am I here? Okay, we're heading into the rehearsal room now. I'll just reverse the camera if I can. And we'll set her up here on the official camera stand. So this is the official Cuppa studio band rehearsal room. Thank you to my lovely assistant for helping out with that first song, Julie Eagles. And there she is waving to you. I'm not sure if my father might be listening in tonight. There was a rumour that he was going to be, and like I said, I can't actually see who's logged in because it's all sideways on my phone. I'm going to do 3 songs from my latest EP. The EP is called Anthropocene. So Anthropocene was released late last year. I'm pretty fortunate in that the songs that were released from it to community radio and college radio around the world have got quite a few plays, lots of streaming in lots of countries, and around Australia as well on community radio. So it's done pretty well. All the songs are about the way that we are treating our planet and also the people on our planet. This first song's more about people than planet, and it's called Smiling. And it goes out to my dad, Mr. John Selby Campbell, who turns 99 in just 3 weeks' time. This is a song called Smiling. If I can remember how it goes. Walk down the street frowning, everyone frowning at me. By the end of the road I was drowning in an ocean of misery. Walk back up the street smiling, everyone smiled back at me. I concluded through this trialing, the smiling's better suited to me. Smiling's better suited to me. Julie's telling me that I'm sideways. How's that happened?
I don't know, but you are.
So, I'm just going to turn the phone around. Let's try that, shall we? Thank you, my lovely assistant. Saw an old man in the gutter, everyone passing him by. Said to him, what's the matter? Can I help you get upright? Thanks, he said, it's my balance, always letting me down. To walk at my age is a challenge, but I've got to keep getting around, even though I sometimes fall down. Through rigorous testing, I've come to find it's not true, you have to be cruel to be kind. Walk down the street frowning, everyone frowning at me. By the end of the road I was drowning in an ocean of misery. Walk back up the street smiling, everyone smiled back at me. I've concluded through this trialing, the smiling's better suited to me. 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 There we go. Look at that. This is the crowd here in the Cook Palace studio rehearsal room. Going wild for that first song. Thank you, everybody. Okay, we might... the other impact of the coronavirus, of course, is not just people losing their jobs and their income. Some of the worst hit people are our homeless people. and some of the services that they rely on are being cut because, of course, they are losing staff as well. A country as rich as ours shouldn't really have homeless people in the first place, I don't think, or not homeless people who aren't homeless by choice. And especially in dire situations like now, we definitely should be doing more than what we are doing to help those people. So I'm going to do a song called Our Street. It's also from the Anthropocene EP. Hard to say that fast, but give it a go. Say it 3 times quickly and once backwards and see how you go. It's called Our Street. Walking through the city, looking at the pretties, looking, feeling pity towards me. Someone getting shitty, say they wanna hit me. Some throw a little money at my feet. Now I'm sneaking into an alley, safe place but empty valley. A little wet, a bit smelly. There's got to be alternatives, you tell me. Woke up one day, can't face work today. Maybe I'll run away from home. Left my wife, hope the kids have a good life. Left the car and the phone. Found a secret place in a park. Light a little fire after dark. Sleeping under the stars. My mind wanders free at last. Here I am living on your street. Getting in the way, getting under your feet. Look into my eyes if we ever meet. From my old man, it made him a man to slam his hand into my head. Had no money, had to take off my undies, sell my buns to buy bread. Trading sex on the street, make out to make ends meet. Drugs turn it into a dream. Wherever I sleep don't matter to me, for a while at least. Here I am living on your street. Getting in the way, getting under your feet. Look into my eyes if we ever meet. I'd like a better life, but this is mine. This is my street, your street. My street, your street. My street, your street. This is our street. Lost my job and house, couldn't pay it off. Lobbed on friends for a while, that couldn't last. Lost self-respect pretty fast, ended up walking for miles. Some streets are full of the rich, in others people sleep in the ditch. No one can tell me there's justice in this. Some born to reap the top, some life's a bitch. Some streets are full of the rich, in others people sleep in the ditch. No one can tell me there's justice in this. Some born to riches, while for some, life's a bitch. Here I am living on your street. Getting in the way, getting under your feet. Look into my eyes if we ever meet. I'd like a better life, but this is mine. This is my street, your street. My street, your street. My street, your street. This is our street. Got nowhere to sleep except this street. My mind went blank like an empty sheet. I need the needle, I'm in pain and need. Don't wanna go home where I get beat. I'm cold, lonely, got nothing to eat. yeah, like I said, I don't know why there's so many homeless people around. I don't know why our society is allowing that to happen. That's the Anthropocene EP, if you can see it there. I can't see it because I've got it in front of the camera. You'll find that online via my website, or you can stream it from anywhere, any streaming platform. If you look up Bruce Campbell Anthropocene, you'll find it. There's a million Bruce Campbells out there. I should have picked a stage name, but hunt through them, you'll find the right one. Yeah, talking about changing the world for the better, also from the Anthropocene EP is a song called Strike a Light. And I wrote this one really thinking about climate change and the people trying to do something about climate change, but not strictly that. It's a little bit of general song too about all the great people who are trying to change the world for the better. We live in amazing times with the environmental crises that we have with our oceans, with water, with biodiversity loss, land clearing, the whole lot. And now on top of that, with the bushfires, of course, that we suffered through very recently, as did the Amazon, and now we have this pandemic. And you really think the world has got to change. There's got to be something going terribly wrong that we need to do some urgent work fixing. This song's called Strike a Light. Goes out to all the good people trying to change the world for the better. Strike a light, be the flame, let it shine, be the change, rise above conformity, make a little history. Someone's got to stand up and stop this senseless ruin. Look and you can see the trouble brewing. Take a breath, let it out. Was there ever any doubt? From the highest to the least, most of us just want peace. Nothing ever came to good by doing evil. Don't listen to the whisper of the devil. Sure, there's people sacrificing all this while they're good. They'd melt this planet down if they could. Sure, there's people trying to put a price on everything. They'd sell it all and then we'd all have nothing, nothing. Someone's got to stand up and stop this senseless ruin. Look and you can see there's trouble brewing. Someone's got to stand up for those that have no voices. In the end, it's all about our choices, our choices. Strike a light, feel the flame, let it shine, be the change, rise above conformity, make a little history. Someone's got to stand up and stop this senseless ruin. Look and you can see there's trouble brewing. Someone's got to stand up for those that have no voices. In the end, it's all about our choices, our choices, our choices. Strike a light, people. Change the world. Quick! Don't just sit around drinking wine. Buy the Anthropocene EP. Or tell your friends to download all the songs. Or at least stream them heaps of times. Because I only get about a quarter of a cent or less. Or half a cent if I'm lucky for each stream. So I ain't getting rich from that, I can tell you. Okay, Fiona Kershaw of Southwest Sound, she's the one who set up this concert series, the Stay In Sunday concert series. So Fiona, if you're listening in, then thank you very much for organising this. And Fiona said that she insisted that I had to do a cowboy song as part of my set. I don't normally do cowboy songs, but I did happen to write one a little while back that I've never performed publicly. Me and the band were going to give it a shot at the Bendigo Easter Festival that's been cancelled. But of course we didn't get a chance. I should mention the band, by the way. So like if this was normal circumstances and we were doing a live show, then probably standing with me would be Gypsy Spelling on upright bass, or Gypsy Mayhem we like to call him. Barney Hurrell, one of the nicest blokes you could meet, on mandolin and electric guitar, and Des Bunyan on vocal harmonies, and possibly if Owen's thumb that he cut the end off, if that was repaired by now, then he might be on electric guitar too. But instead, you've got me. So we're going to try this cowboy song, and it's called Don't Want to Be a Cowboy No More. And I'll just make myself look a little bit more cowboy for this one. How's that? That work? First line, of course. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm tired of the dust and the endless plains. Had my fill of droughts and flooding rains. Turned to leather by the relentless sun. No matter the weather, them cows got to run. My life's fading like the last glow in the west. Feeling transparent now, there ain't much of me left. I'm chasing them balding seems like forevermore. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. Sleeping alone beneath them critical stars. Dreaming of Venus, but living on Mars. Waking before dawn's blazing light. Handbread and coffee, get ready to ride. Had me a partner, but he went and up and died. Now there's just this shotgun by my side. I'm chasing them all, it seems like forevermore. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. There's a snake in my blankets, a howl on the wind, a tearing disjunction somewhere deep within. This prairie has changed to bleak desert sands. My mind has become the strangest of lands. I might move to town, buy an ice cream shop with a monkey in the window, so everyone stops. I'd meet me a Jessica, she'd become my wife. She'd help sell ice cream all day.
by my side. Then nighttime we'd fetch down our fiddles and play, fiddling and singing the warm nights away. Life is to love and work is no chore. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. My pa was a cowboy, he sang songs of the range, where buffalo roamed and moaned their passing age. He said to me, son, if you wanna live free, stick to that saddle and follow the breeze. Get you a woman, but don't let her tie you down. Have a shower by her flowers when you ride back into town. The prairie is where a man's heart can really soar. Well, mine's sore, don't wanna be a cowboy no more. There's a snake in my blankets, a howl on the wind, a tearing disjunction somewhere deep within. This prairie has changed to bleak desert sands. My mind has become the strangest of lands. I might move to town, buy an ice cream shop with a monkey in the window, so everyone stops. I'd meet me a Jessica, she'd become my wife. She'd help sell ice cream all day by my side. Then nighttime we'd fetch down our fiddles and play, fiddling and singing the warm nights away. Life is to love and work is no chore. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. Don't wanna be a cowboy no more. Yep, 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 yep. Don't wanna be a cowboy, Dad, sorry. Okay, that was a world premiere, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all the audience here in the Chook Palace studio rehearsal room. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. Oh no, that's too much. You're too kind. Thank you. A couple of years back I put out an EP called Hush. There it is here. It's just a five-track EP, and I'll do one of the... It also has got players all around Australia and around the world. It's amazing how, you know, you can, from the comfort of your own home, you can produce music and get it out there to you know, the United States, England, all around Europe, South America, you name it, and get your songs heard by people that you will no doubt never meet, and countries that I definitely won't ever get to. This song's the title track off that Hush EP. I've been away a long time in a land of shifting sands. My eyes were blind and burning, there was blood upon my hands. My neck was red and raw, my mind was a mirage. You placed your fingers across my lips and softly whispered hush. Places in my memory, all dark and black and cold. A mercenary's dream world, an apocalypse foretold. A wealth of sad experience with a payback way too much. You laid your fingers across my hands and softly whispered hush. Got that one? I may not be all bad, but I've often done no good. If I could raise the dead to life, I don't know that I would. I've taken what I wanted, but I never felt the touch. You brushed your lips across my ear and softly whispered hush. You brushed your lips across my ear and softly whispered hush. They say that there are leaders and they say that there are sheep. But what about the middleman who sells dreams in his sleep? Who whets the blade of sacrifice and sets the blood to rush? You lay your head on my breast and softly whispered hush. Get that right. You lay my head upon your breast and softly whispered hush. That's better. I don't know if there's heaven, but I know another place. Maybe there I'm bound for, but if so, I've stopped the race. I found a silent sanctuary, I've rediscovered trust. You touched my heart and stilled my soul and softly whispered hush. You touched my heart and stilled my soul and softly whispered hush. You touched my heart and stilled my soul and softly whispered hush. This Hush EP has got some songs I really like, but three of them I suppose are songs that I just can hardly ever do, like playing at markets or in kind of general public kind of places, because they're kind of slow, sad, reflective songs, whereas, you know, when you're at sort of general public stuff, market stuff, then doing more upbeat stuff is the thing to do. But if you like sort of sad, reflective stories, then there's some good tracks on that EP. Have a look for it. Hush by Bruce Campbell. You look for it. You can string in a couple of songs. See what you think. This is an old favourite. This was first recorded on my first EP. I better show you that one too. So I've only been recording for 3 years, I think. Yeah, that's right. This one's June 2017. This is an EP called Our Beach. If you can see that there, there's a picture of me and Julie flying over Lady Bay here in Warrnambool. For people who can't see that that's Lady Bay yourself. And the song I'm going to do is called Pothole Blues. And a couple of years or a year and a half after I first recorded that one for Our Beach, Carl Schenk, who was living in Warrnambool at the time, Carl's and his partner have moved back to Melbourne now, but Carl offered to record and produce that song again for me, and there's a really terrific version. It's got what I think is a good music video. The video footage in the video is by the same person who did this painting, Maureen Fitzgerald. Maureen went on a round Australia, or around the arid parts of Australia, mostly a road trip, taking video footage from the car, and she gave that footage to me and I turned it into a music video for Carl Schenk's version of Pothole Blues. And that's what I'd like to do for you now. This is the stripped down acoustic version. go onto YouTube, look up Bruce Campbell Pothole Blues, and you'll find the video clip of with the Carl Schenk version, which is really worth listening to. But not right now, wait till I'm finished. So one day, this is the intro to the song, one day you might find yourself down a dead-end road with nothing left to lose, your heart in your shoes, broken and bruised, singing the Pothole Blues. Well, I've gone a long, long way down this unholy road, waiting for the sign, showing me the way, the way, the way back home. My shoes got holes, near as big as the holes in my weary old potholed heart. Looking back, wish this journey never did start. Took a wrong turn, made some mistakes, got some lessons learned. Put your hand in the fire, you might sing like a choir, but you'll get your fingers burned. A taste of hell, that charcoal smell. Which way you going now? Lay on this road, only one way to go, and it's a long way down. Gonna try to find what I left behind. Going back, get on track, make a better life. Gonna try to find what I left behind. Going back, get on track, make a better life. Well, I've gone a long, long way down this unholy road, waiting for the sign, showing me the way, the way, the way back home. My shoes got holes, near as big as the holes in my weary old potholed heart. Looking back, wish this journey never did start. Looking back, wish this journey never did start. Pothole Blues. The Carl Schenk version is actually on another EP I've just remembered. It's on the one I did early last year called Another World Ends. Now that's a cheery title, isn't it?
There it is again, Another World Ends. And it's got a couple of songs that I'd love to do if we had the band here, including Zombie Heart, which is a real crowd favourite. And If I Should Tear My Heart Out, that's another cheery number that gets people up jigging. And of course the title track, Another World Ends. It's got some good songs on it, have a listen. Look, Julie said I should give this song a go. I haven't actually learnt it, so I'm going to have to read the words. It's my most recent song. It's a song about learning and changing through your life, making mistakes, learning, changing, trying to do the best you can, but also realising that, you know, each one of us is just a speck in this vast cosmos that we live within. So it's a song that starts very personal and moves out to the cosmic. Do you think that's going to work? Well, this is a world premiere, ladies and gentlemen. So you can decide whether it works or not. I will be watching the words closely, or else I will not be able to sing it. So say it's called This Life. It's got a lot of words. I don't know why I put so many words in songs. It makes them hard to sing. Tried to live a good life, you can see it in my eyes. And just as with the midwife, with the cord and with the knife, I've tried to cut to truth and peace, work towards the light. But I'm human and have slipped and clipped an artery or 5. I've drowned and resurrected in a dozen different forms. Changed as I've failed and learnt and grown and been reborn. And sometimes I get tired trying to keep the spark alive. I'm sometimes tired trying to keep the spark alive. I've stumbled and I've tripped on every stick and every stone. I thought I had good company, but woken up alone. I've shouted and I've cried like there was no end to the tears. Like distant waterfalls, the background to the passing years. Flowing endlessly, but knowing good times soon will come. Life's a cycle, and the more you feel, the parts make up the sum. And tears can be for joy and love and laughter in your heart. But day and night are sisters, and there's no way to tear them apart. This life, the battles to be fought. This life, the lessons to be taught. This life, just do the best I can. This life, to be a better man. I've made mistakes, I'll make some more. Learn the lessons, fight the wars. Take a deep breath, take a pause, and be the best man that I can. I'm not perfect, I have flaws. I've been angry without cause. I've hurt the ones I love, thought I was way above, when really I'm so small, just a speck of sand, that's all. In this universe so vast, upon which our lives are cast, to drift with all creation, caring not for state or nation, or for petty thoughts and actions. It's all about attractions. Everything there ever was will come together because the cosmos is collapsing, and there is but one last ending. We all will fly together, in the blackness we will gather. We'll shrink and coalesce, become one heart and intense, until at last we can no more, and like waves upon a shore, we'll explode, and the next universe is born. Whoa. This life, the battles to be fought. This life, the lessons to be taught. This life, just do the best I can. This life, to be a better man. I've made mistakes, I'll make some more. Learn the lessons, fight the wars. Take a deep breath, take a pause, and be the best man that I can. There is only one meaning. We are all and we are nothing. There is only one meaning. We are all and we are nothing. This life, the battles to be fought. This life, the lessons to be bought. This life,
just do the best I can this life, to be a better man this life, the good deeds to be done this life, the lovers to be loved this life, the world to understand this life, the power in my hands this life, the battles to be fought this life, the lessons to be bought this life, just do the best I can this life, to be a better man. I've made mistakes, I'll make some more, learn the lessons, fight the wars, take a break, take a pause, and be the best man that I can. This life, this life, this life. Haven't worked out the ending yet. This Life, another world premiere. That's 2 tonight. How's that? Free concert and 2 world premieres. My battery's going flat, so I've just got to do something here. I'm not sure what. Okay, This Life might appear on the next EP, who knows? And with the coronavirus lockdown, I plan to be hitting the studio in April, May, or May, June, and we'll get another 6-track EP out in, I don't know, June, July, August, somewhere there. With more new songs. Hopefully you'll like some of them. Okay, we're coming up to the end. I think I've only got time for 1 or 1.5 songs, so I will do another track from the Anthropocene EP. I'll show you that one again in case you've forgotten what it looks like. It's got all the dead dinosaurs down the bottom under the ground and the people up the top walking on top of them. Lovely, nice. This is a song that I've been doing this for years now. I saw Damien O'Keefe's name pop up on the screen. It's really distracting actually, having things popping up on the screen that I've got to look at all the time. Damien and I used to play together in a duo called The Cutting, which was a lot of fun. And one of the early songs that we played lots and lots was this song coming up. It's called In Your Hands. We played it at the Yarraville Festival and the Surrey Hills Music Festival. We played it at like the Drunken Poet and various other pubs and events in Melbourne and in regional Victoria, along with other songs, but I know this was one we liked playing. It's also, well, it's not strictly about it's in your hands to make the world a better place. It's certainly in your hands to try to make your own life a better place, your own home and life a better place. So you can take it that way if you like. Let's get into it. It's called In Your Hands. Here you sit all sad and sore, thinking life owes you much more. Put the blame on everything except the pain that lies within. Shake that monkey off your back, put that black dog in a sack, move that backside off its chair, get outside and feel the air. Come on now, the sky's so blue, the sun is smiling just for you. That's true. Come on now, see life is grand, grab it tight and take a stand, and understand it's in your hands. Everything is good and fine, but not if it's just marking time. There's a world outside your door, it's the one that you're made for. Sitting here inside the gloom, sinking into dust and doom. Someone out there all the while is waiting just to see you smile. Come on now, the sky's so blue, the sun is smiling just for you. That's true. Come on now, see life is grand, grab it tight and take a stand, and understand it's in your hands. It's in your hands. Thanks Fiona Kershaw for organising this for Southwest Sounds. One word starts an epic tale, one step starts the longest trail, one breath marks a new life born, one heart mended that was torn. Shake that monkey off your back, put that black dog in a sack. Someone out there all the while is waiting just to see you smile. Come on now, the sky's so blue, the sun is smiling just for you. That's true. Come on now, see life is grand, grab it tight and take a stand, and understand it's in your hands. It's in your hands. It's in your hands. Oh, it's in your hands. Oh, it's in your hands. Oh, it's in your hands. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to 8 o'clock, so I'll say goodnight. It's in your hands, everybody. Fix all the problems in the world. Don't leave it up to other people. Good night. See ya.